Hey everybody, Scott here for the Helix channel. It is Friday. What happened to Thursday? Well, yesterday was just too busy. I had to go, what did I have to do? I had to go get a set of strap locks because my friend's Les Paul, which I borrowed again, wanted to use it for my final fill-in gig for the month, had a really weak-ass, strap button that came with it, and it was stripped out, and it was just, I mean, through the course of rehearsal on Wednesday, the screw just worked itself loose. So I did the little toothpick trick. But what I did was I took I've got a maple dowel, and I just shaved off some pretty thick pieces, glued them in there, let that sit for a few hours, and then screwed in the new Dunlop strap locks, and they are rock solid. And a vast improvement, because you can use them either way, as a regular strap button or with the locks. So that was my gift to him for letting me borrow his guitar. Today, it's Freeset Friday. I've got the Blazin 1 preset, and this is the one that I used for all of those fill-in gigs. And I'm going to give it to you. It'll be all yours. It's got a clean, mild, medium, and heavy. So, just your basic clean sound. Not very little modulation. I don't think there's any delay on it either. Mild crunch, medium crunch, heavy crunch. Van Halen, which I only used for, what do you call it? Jamie's Crying, because it's got that old school big plate reverb. I also used it for the solo of Jump. And then Purple Clean, which is for Purple Rain. And then a Rush preset, which I used for both Rush songs. We only ended up playing Subdivisions once out of the 9 gigs, and we played, no, I think we played it twice. No, maybe, I don't know. And then Tom Sawyer, we only ended up playing 3 times out of the 9 gigs because we got shut down in South Padre. No Rush. And then the acoustic, pseudo-acoustic thing just for that Boston bit. So what I'll do is I'll play you a little piece of each one. Not really going to go into them because this, you can email me for the for this Freeset. It'll be up on my website soon. I haven't sent the last one yet, though, from Tuesday. I need to do that. I'll do that over the weekend. I'll have some time. Huh. Shall we? there you go, everybody. Just email me to get this right here. And yeah, it's a great preset. I will warn you, it is kind of loud. Compared to my other presets and preset packages, this is louder across the board. Because what I did when we played these gigs is I used my volume straight up 12 o'clock. Normally with my band, I use my volume set at about 2:30. So, and for most of my preset packages, but this one is kind of loud, so run it at about noon and it should be fairly comparable. The expression pedal is used for the leads on the heavy ones, not on the clean ones, because I wasn't required, I didn't need a lead for any of the clean ones. There is a wah-wah for both the heavy and the clean snapshots. So wah-wah to your heart's content. I can't demonstrate that, or I didn't demonstrate that because I can't put it on the floor in front of me. What are you gonna do? But yeah, it was a very useful preset. 8 snapshots. You have to make sure that your Helix is set to 8 snaps. Otherwise, you won't see them all. You'll see 4 of them. But anyway, I'll be back on Monday with more of the. I might demonstrate a little bit of the Def Leppard hysteria stuff that's been happening. I haven't done any today or yesterday because yesterday was just too busy. The gig was very early in the afternoon, or I had to leave at 3 p.m. Because it was almost an hour drive to get there, and the sun was at my back the whole gig. I had to cover up the Helix with a white tablecloth to keep it from overheating because it was 102 degrees yesterday when we started the gig, and the sun was just beating down on the back of me. Oh, everybody else was under this the shade of this pavilion, but there was a walkway behind me on my side, and it just, hot. And then I brained myself. I walked into something right here. I was bleeding. We put this tent up over me, and then to try and cover that space behind me, it kept blowing off because it acted as a parachute, which was great. Great fun. But all in all, a good time. Up in Santa Rita Ranch, I believe it was. Liberty Hill, Texas. Kind of a ritzy area. My God, the kids of this neighborhood have it made. They've got their own little splash pad, one of the craziest playgrounds I've ever seen in a modern park. A little area to play bocce ball or soccer or whatever the hell they want. They had a snow cone machine. I'm telling you, these kids, spoiled rotten. Anyway, I will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. And until then, fuck Trump.